That's pretty dope. Pretty cool in my house. It's mid 60s. I mean, there's snow out on the ground out there right now. So I didn't think it would rise like this. Went to church, came back, and me and that machine are going to be friends. Alright, so I've got my Vevor, was it a BMD-8? It's the Vevor spiral dough mixer. I got this off of eBay. And it's got here from FedEx probably 15 minutes ago or so. And I'm out here in my garage and there's still snow melting off the roof, so you may be hearing the water dripping in the background, melting off. Got packing tape on it. Okay. It's got a little bit of styrofoam. And the styrofoam is damaged. Beating a little bit. So you can see how this plate has been pushed, has been bent right there. Timer acts like it's fine. That reset button looks like it's wonky. It's sitting up at an angle there, that's weird. So I'm just going to bump it on for a second. Sounded weird. Okay. Something disengages in there, makes a weird sound. But, and I'm pretty sure it's chain driven. I'm gonna take that off in just a second. Look, in fact, I may look at it right now just to make sure to look at it. But that's chain driven. People talk about chain driven's louder, but shoot, compared to my KitchenAid, that thing is very, very quiet. Have a quick look inside here. Oh, it's got like these little plastic washers on it. Alright. So sure enough, this has a chain on it. That'll need to be greased. I think on the documentation it says every 6 months or so. I'll come in here. So here's the thing that trips it off. Okay, I see there's a little cam in here. And it just pushes this. So it's your cutoff switch, which that would be easy enough to disable. I'm not going to, but it'd be easy to disable. Got this belt right here. Got a little bit of metal shaving in there. But I mean, everything looks pretty good. I guess I want to turn this on. So this is like a little tensioner right here. Just pushes the chain that away. So it disengages from that motor. Okay, go. So far, I'm liking it, just that little bit of damage there, but everything's working good, so. That sucker is freaking heavy though. On the tracking it shows 99 pounds, which that box obviously is going to add a few pounds, but man, me trying to carry that box in here was not a good idea. Yeah, so this one drives the hook. This one, I assume, yeah, this one, there's a shaft that probably runs down through here and goes down to the bottom and drives some gears down here to drive the bowl. And this is just like a transmission right here, I think. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Me likey. Me likey. So even on the Facebook listing for this one, it showed power 220 volts, but 110 volts, you can see that there. And all these they sell in the United States. I saw a question on their actual website, somebody asking about if they could get 220 volts in America, and they said they don't generally carry those in America. So if you buy it in America, you're going to be getting 110 volt on that. Well, should anyways. Alright, so I still have it sitting on the shipping container, but I've cleaned and cleaned and cleaned with soap and everything inside of the bowl there, so that should all be clean. Cleaned the spiral off very, very, very thoroughly. So we're going to put our dough in and let it mix it. Okay. Alright, of course I already got a mess going on, but I don't care, I just want to see what's going to happen here, buddy. And this is not all the way to the max, but it was pretty close. 6.6 pounds is what it said the max flour is, and I put 5 pounds of flour in. I forgot I still haven't put my butter and eggs in, so I got to put my butter and eggs in there still. See, we are already at 80 degrees, too hot, and I know I need to put some water in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a few ice cubes in there. Ice cubes in there. It's crunching that ice. I should not put ice in there. Alright, I put my eggs in. Yeah, I'm doing everything backwards as possible today. I don't care now. It's just like, let's let this baby mix, see what happens. A little bit more to get my hydration where I wanted it. Now this thing is like, I'm not struggling with this at all. I mean, it's just beating it up good. Some dry bits in there. I'm gonna let this sit here, let it autolyze for, okay, let it autolyze for about 10-15 minutes. And I forgot to put my tongzong in, so I'm gonna put that in now. That's probably a little bit too loose. And again, this is my first time to ever use this. Got it in this morning. Okay. I can definitely smell like a little bit of like oil smell or something. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. sticky, but it's not terrible like it can be for sure. Okay. Really, so it's going to be pretty oily. Go ahead and pull this out of here. Okay. Yep. It's a pretty nice dough, really. I mean, very smooth. It's not going to pull all the way to window pane, which it really is not going to pull to window pane until it rests for a little bit. But that is a pretty good looking ball of dough right there. So I'm going to cut this thing in half, and we'll put half in that and half in the other one. That's a pretty dough. I don't know if I've overmixed it a little bit. I may have, but no, it's not way too far. Let those two guys rise out here in my kitchen, which is pretty cool. So they'll probably rise let them sit there for 2 or 3 hours, I bet. And then we will ball them up from there. Okay, so pretty cool in my house. It's mid 60s. I mean, there's snow out on the ground out there right now. So I didn't think it would rise like this. Went to church, came back, and it has risen for sure. And it doesn't deflate. I've never had gluten develop like that. That spiral dough mixer definitely did something different to it. Okay. Here we go. Holy moly. Alright. Like a crazy bubble there. Yeah, I've never had a gas like this. Okay. I've never had gas like that many bubbles. And it was cold in here for it to ferment. Never had gluten develop like that. Pop all those bubbles. I still don't know if I overmixed with my spiral dough mixer the first time. I do know that this dough is different than any dough that I've had over the last several months that I've been experimenting with this over and 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 over again. Using my KitchenAid 600 Professional, using my Bosch Universal, plus using this little bread machine thing, this Joydeem, hand kneading. I'm like, this is totally different. Like the gluten got developed like crazy. And like I said, I don't know, I may have overmixed it. But anyways, these I've already been proofing them, and they've already rose quite a bit. And they're like that one, I picked it up and moved it around to center it up better, and it didn't deflate or anything. So it's not like super fragile. So that's a good sign. So The oven is about preheated. I'm gonna cook these babies, and we're gonna see. In the oven they go. And these puffed up better. Ooh, yes. This is so soft. These puffed up better. Let me turn the sucker open. Here's the rolls that I cooked last night, and for me the real test of whether a roll is good is not right after it comes out of the oven, it's what it tastes like the day after. And they tasted, I mean, they were awesome last night. Of course they were awesome when they were hot, but these are still super soft. It's just squishy, and the way they tear until they have like elastic, like stretchy, and they're very chewy, the way that I love for them to be. I haven't been able to get rolls to this is what I've been after for last two and a half months. Just have rolls like this, and this is what I've been after. And with the dough for this, it's pretty hydrated, pretty wet, and it would be miserable, be hard to hand knead this to this point. It's probably possible, but it'd be difficult. Now, spiral dough mixer, I mean, it just nailed it. These rolls, second day, are so good and chewy. Just want to get some honey and drizzle some honey on here, but yum. Me and that machine are going to be friends.